When an emergency happens, every second counts, and being ready makes all the difference. Austin Emergency Management wants you to take 4 simple steps to stay safe. First, make a plan. Know where you'll go and how to find your loved ones. Second, build a kit with essentials. Third, know your neighbors. Community matters in a crisis. And fourth, stay informed with trusted alerts and updates. Preparedness doesn't have to be overwhelming. Visit getreadycentraltexas.org to learn more. Austinites know hard work, but you don't have to do it all yourself. TaskRabbit has been helping folks in the live music capital of the world for over a decade with everything from furniture assembly to minor home repairs. Don't let that to-do list ruin your weekend. Use the TaskRabbit app to describe what you need and find a skilled tasker in your neighborhood who can take it off your plate. Plus, pricing is transparent, so there are no surprises at checkout. Download the TaskRabbit app or visit taskrabbit.com today to get those home to-dos crossed off. Today on CityCast Austin, it's the Tuesday News Roundup. We're going to talk about the big news we're watching this week and what happened last weekend, like the latest victim of our local autonomous vehicles and the Austinite behind the moon mission. Plus, we are hearing from you. It's Tuesday, April 7th. I'm Nikki Devon, and this is what Austin's talking about. Hello, I am here with our producers, Alyssa Castles. What's up, Alyssa?
Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. And Ruth Morvek. What's up, Ruth?
Hello, Nikki.
So, y'all, Austin continues to be ground zero for self-driving vehicles or autonomous vehicles. And a few recent incidents have put them back in the news lately. Alyssa, what is going on?
Yeah, so first up is this pretty kind of sad story for animal lovers out there. At the end of March, a witness reportedly saw an AV ride, an autonomous vehicle, kind of like a Waymo, strike and kill a duck in the Mueller Lake area. The witness said the car did not slow down and drove through the park area and failed to stop at a nearby stop sign right before striking the duck.
What?
Yeah, they posted this to a Mueller neighborhood group on Facebook where neighbors in the area were like super concerned by this news and they urged him to file a claim. They also shared their concerns with autonomous vehicles. One person on this group thread said, quote, "This makes me so sick. I wish we could get them banned from Mueller." So the company heard about this and they said that it's investigating the matter, but it also said its vehicles are designed to operate in compliance with traffic laws. The company also said that they did review this vehicle's data and they didn't find any evidence to support the claim that the vehicle didn't stop at the stop sign, but they're going to keep digging and just make sure.
A person's eyeballs versus the vehicle data. I mean, we'll see.
But while they review this particular incident, they're going to stop operating the vehicles around the Mueller Lake.
Oh, that's good.
So the company is headquartered in North Austin, and it is unique in that they're simultaneously developing AVs and robots.
Oh, well,
okay.
Maybe concentrate on one at a time. So you get it right.
They have those like little delivery robots that are like
on the wheels,
square or rectangular, and they're on wheels.
Those are my little buddies. Okay.
Yes, I've seen that.
I don't think that those have killed any ducks yet, but anyway.
Well, there's still time. But they both the AVs and the robots, they use LiDAR and cameras. So that's good. Multiple ways to get around things.
Yeah.
But it's pretty sad. People were really torn up about this duck in particular. Apparently, the neighbors this is where this duck comes to lay their eggs. And it had been...
They said that the duck was found near like a nest of eggs.
A nest of eggs.
The duck had laid some eggs or was involved in that. And then so they did have to come and someone collected the eggs. I guess it's still TBD who.
Correct. Yeah. There was like a notion that maybe it was Austin Wildlife Rescue. So I did hop on the phone really quickly to see if they were, in fact, the people that rescued the eggs. They weren't. But they did tell me this really interesting bit of information that all active nests are federally protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act.
What?
Which is crazy.
That is
so, like,
crazy.
you are not allowed to move a nest without first contacting the Texas Parks and Wildlife, and they are going to determine whether it's, like, necessary to move, and they're
I love that.
kind of in charge of this. Yeah. Little eggies have a lot of rights in this country, which is cool. They also said this is hatching season, early spring, this March, April. So, you might encounter some more eggs in the world. But yeah, they really can't go only a few hours without mama sitting on top of them. So I hope that they rescued these eggs fairly quickly. That's my hope.
And that they hatch into baby donkeys.
R.I.P. Mommy.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Isn't that sad?
And the thing is, I feel like I have to be very careful when I'm navigating around Mueller, especially near the lake and the park. It's just tight over there. And so it kind of feels like something that maybe was inevitable. That sucks to say that, but like it's a difficult kind of place to navigate. You have to pay attention. You got to watch for kids. You got to watch for, like, I almost ran over a little kid's ball a couple of weeks ago. Like, it's just like,
oh yeah, because they're like
that park is
townhomes right there.
Yeah, it is a proper tight little condensed neighborhood. So,
and isn't that where the Thinkery is too?
Yeah.
There's so many kids.
There's so many kids. And then there's all these ducks and stuff too because of that huge lake. So
yes,
the Austinites are going to act a fool for animals. We know that.
Exactly.
We know
That's
that.
what I was going to say. Is like
as they
Austin is going to be annoyed and unhappy about this, and they are going to want to hear from the company.
Right. If the thing didn't stop for an animal, who, what else would it might not stop for?
Yeah, AVs, we've been seeing a lot of experimentation here, and I thought it was interesting that this came out because of our love for animals here in Austin, because they are still, they're this is not their only blemish.
Infraction,
right? Yeah, Waymo is yet again under the spotlight here. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating yet another incident where Waymo has passed a stopped AISD school bus. It happened March 25th. You guys maybe have heard us talk about this. Back in January, they officially launched, the NTSB officially launched an investigation into the company over all of these claims. And as of January, AISD has confirmed that Waymos have committed 24 violations of these cars passing stopped school buses. And, in Texas, all cars must stop when the bus is pulled to the side, even if your car is on the other side of the road.
Yeah, they stick out that little stop sign.
Sign, flashing lights, you got to stop. It's Texas law. So the NTSB is going to include this latest incident within their larger investigation, and they're supposed to issue some sort of safety recommendation at a later date. Waymo in November did respond initially and said that they had updated its software. But obviously these things are still happening. So what the heck is going on?
Well, this is another one of those nuanced things too, because those arms that come out from the buses come out kind of slow. I mean, we literally had to just contest a ticket because a camera thought that we had sped past the arm, but we were already coming through the intersection when the arm was coming. It was they have pictures of the buses. They have pictures that and video that show, and we had to go to court and they had to look at it to see. So it's I can imagine you talking about a Waymo that doesn't have a person to judge that kind of timing.
Interesting.
It's either there or it's not.
It's either there or not. And if it's actively trying to come out, it makes sense that. And I'm not trying to take up for a Waymo, but I'm just saying
breaking news.
This is another nuanced thing. It's a nuanced thing.
Oh, good point, Nikki. Wow.
So you just contested it using AISD's camera footage?
We had to go to court. And so it's their own footage. So like the buses have, there's video. And so we had to go to like this little court out way south by Tony Berger. And we sat with a guy and there was just a video of our car. Our car going by.
My gosh.
And he's like, oh yeah, you guys are already past when the arms started coming out, because we like literally didn't see it. We saw the bus and it just looked like the bus was there. The lights hadn't started flashing. So it was like, we didn't have a stop sign. So like, it's like, we were just going. And then at my periphery, I was like, I think the light came out. So we had to like watch video footage of it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so interesting to me because like, you know, it here, not to like hang on to Waymo, but you know, here you have a person driving who is held responsible like pretty quickly, right? I mean,
yeah. This is like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yet like we have this this company kind of seeming to be held to a different standard almost. Like maybe, I mean, there's no driver to hold responsible, but like, I do feel like Waymo is kind of pushing it. Yeah.
They are surely pushing it. I mean,
and AISD, they call for Waymo to stop operating in the mornings and afternoons during school day. Did they agree? Do we know if they agreed to do that or
I
not?
don't know if they agreed. I just know that they called for it.
It would seem like they didn't if they got caught again.
Correct.
You know, which is interesting too if you look at that compared to AV ride or AV ride, which is like, we killed a duck and we're done. We are no longer operating
we will
in
not be driving
right
over
now.
there.
Like,
while they investigate this claim, they're not.
Hey y'all, it's Nikki. It's the time of year when heading to the beach feels like a must. Port Aransas has 18 miles of shoreline to cast your line, kayak with the kids, cruise the coast in a golf cart, or see some incredible sand art. Texas Sand Fest returns with jaw-dropping beach sculptures and 3 days of fun in the sand. This April 17th through 19th, head down to a unique beach town marked with salty vibes and sun-soaked memories. Port Aransas is a place where family traditions unfold naturally, and beauty lies both in island views and the unhurried moments between adventures. It's the perfect spot to watch sand sculptors transform island sand into towering works of art. Let the kids get creative with free sand sculpting lessons. Soak up the island life with local eats, souvenirs, and live music right on the beach. Don't miss the largest beach sand sculpture competition in the U.S. Grab your tickets now at texassandfest.org. Hey y'all, it's Nikki. We all know that the Downtown Austin Alliance is a steward and champion for the heart of our city. And it is time for their annual event that brings the best parts of Austin to the iconic Paramount Theater to celebrate with our community partners, stakeholders, members, and future leaders. Future of Downtown 2026 tickets are on sale now. This high-energy event gives us all a chance to connect, reflect, and look ahead together. And the keynote speaker is Tavel Bristol-Joseph of Emmer & Rye Hospitality, who was not only just nominated for a James Beard Award for pastry chef, but has Michelin star restaurants in his portfolio. And to make sure to keep you updated, they'll release the 2026 State of Downtown Report at the event, which is a market snapshot illustrating downtown's central role as Austin's economic, governmental, and cultural center. The time is now to invest and grow in downtown Austin. So visit downtownaustin.com to get your ticket today. What's making me nervous about this is that clearly we have not worked out the kinks when it comes to autonomous vehicles, but we're still just like foraging ahead. And now there's about to be AV freight trucks.
Yeah.
That's big rigs, driverless big rigs are coming to some Texas highways. The Swedish tech company Einride has been cleared to start testing their driverless freight trucks on SH-130, which is a toll road between Austin and San Antonio. They're going to be operating at the end of the year on a 40-mile stretch of this road where the speed limit is 85 miles per hour, which is the highest in the nation. But in 2021, it chose Austin to serve as its U.S. headquarters. Go us, woo. I don't know if people are aware, but we are facing a truck driver shortage in the U.S. The American Trucking Association estimated back in 2025 there being a 60,000 to 80,000 driver shortage, and that's expected to double by 2030. And that has like pretty huge consequences for our economy. When we can't get things delivered, supply and demand kind of freezes, and it kind of messes a lot of stuff up. So
bottlenecks things.
It bottlenecks things. It's interesting. Like, yes, this feels super dangerous, but also maybe a good way to combat the issue that we're facing, because being a trucker that's a tough life. And I understand why people don't want to do it.
I feel like it's the first like very clear instance of robots taking people's jobs, though.
Yeah.
Because truck driving is a steady way of employment everywhere in the US, and even being able to have a job where you can sleep at night, like in your home. I mean, trucking has changed a lot. It's an essential part of our economy for sure. Mm-hmm. And like, it's a hard job. It's a lot of hours. It's really a lot of responsibility. There are a lot of rules. And now DPS is not issuing commercial driver's license to non-citizens anymore.
Right.
So they're revoking, I think close to like 10,000 have already been revoked. This is as of a rule change from last year. So
yeah.
I have mixed feelings about this.
I feel like my entire job today is to show up with anecdotes. There are a lot of people in my life that getting their CDL and becoming a truck driver like kept them out of jail, kept them out of trouble, because it's a job that you can get when you're maybe not easily hireable by other places. Mm-hmm. And so it really is, it allows access for someone to have like a solid, sustainable livelihood. And there are several people in my life that have chosen this path that like maybe like college was not for them. Maybe they got in trouble when they were young and they got like out of jail and like chose to do CDL because it is a really accessible, it's an accessible job. It's a really accessible job. So
yeah,
it makes me a little upset that like that is going to affect a lot of people that I know, probably their livelihood. And also, as another anecdote, Nicole and I were on the highway the other day again, and the wind was blowing that day when the wind was so heavy, and we just watched this truck driver struggle to keep because it was like you could at first we thought, is this guy drunk? What is going on? But then we saw a city bus right next to him, and the city bus was like tip. It looked like it was about to topple over because they're so top heavy, and so and this guy did it and he figured it out, but you could tell he was like working at keeping this thing going. And so my question is, how are you going to allow for that in an autonomous vehicle? Just like that innate human skill that you're like, oh, something's not right. I got to adjust. The wind is blowing. I need to adjust. I'm really curious how they're gonna,
I feel like there's ways that they're safer, and then there's also ways that having an actual person is not safe too. I mean, because there was news that came out about this March 2025 crash on I-35 that killed 5 people, and that was a truck driver who, he didn't have enough sleep. And so that's maybe something that AVs could help, is like, they don't need to sleep, right? They're just autonomous. But he actually did have a valid CDL Texas driver's license at the time. And he was not found to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like there are pluses and minuses to both,
I do think you take out the human error part of it with these autonomous vehicles. And I've driven across the country multiple times in my life, and I always, at nighttime, I'm just like always on hyper alert of these big, 18-wheelers, because feels like they're always swerving and I don't know.
Well, we will see. We'll keep. I'm sure there'll be more to talk about when it comes to autonomous vehicles. I'm still not convinced. I will not be getting my butt in one.
Yeah.
I'll let everybody else be the guinea pigs. And then, once we hit like iRobot status where nobody's driving, maybe I'll try it.
Once we're all jetsoning around the city.
Yeah. Once we hit the Jetsons. Spring is here, so it's a great time to open your windows. But maybe you've noticed they don't open as easily as they used to. Or maybe they leak, are broken, or just need repainting again. Well, Window Nation has you covered, and they can help you get new, energy-efficient windows at a great price. They've installed over 3 million windows across the country, have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They were recently ranked highest on Forbes' list of best window installation companies, and they come with a lifetime warranty, so you can relax knowing your home is protected far into the future. And great news, Window Nation's The More You Buy, The More You Save sale is going on right now. You could save up to 50% off all the windows for your home, and you can get them with 0% interest financing for 5 years. But you have to hurry because the sale ends soon. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Schedule a fast, free consultation now at windownation.com. Speaking of the Jetsons, NASA's
Wow.
Artemis II mission is currently underway, and an Austinite in charge of the mission has said that her public school education is a big reason why she went into the field of space. Emily Nelson is NASA's chief flight director, in charge of the Artemis II flight, and is a graduate of LBJ High School Science. Listen, LBJ High School Science, Math, and Computer Academy. Shout out to LBJ. First of all, first and foremost, Eva Ruth, tell us about Emily. What's going on?
I have been obsessed with watching the NASA news. I think it's so fun that we have astronauts going to space. Nelson is in charge of the Orion spacecraft, which is in the middle of a 10-day mission right now. And they're going to the moon, and then they're going to do a flyby, which is apparently further in space than any human has ever been, which is really cool. I feel like
I love that.
Space exploration is just something that I don't know, makes you proud and is so exciting. And it just brings back the things that I don't know, for me, it takes me back to school and thinking about space and what do you want to be when you grow up? An astronaut. Hell yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So Nelson actually talked about her Austin ISD classes on a 2023 podcast episode. And she said that it was her education here was part of her foundation of having a strong math and science background. And this is a quote. She said, "I just got one of the best educations that money could buy out of a public school district. I count myself really lucky and super grateful to all those teachers that I benefited from in Austin."
Man, AIC really needed that.
Yeah, I know. It comes at a good time for them.
Really good time for the district.
Good boost. And then, so after she graduated from LBJ, she went to UT and initially was a music major and a math major, and then ended up majoring in mechanical engineering, which is obviously where she belonged.
Incredible.
And then she joined NASA in 1998. And it's been kind of fun. I feel like, this is one of those honestly international stories that everybody's trying to find a connection to. So there was a KVUE story about other Central Texans who are involved in the mission, like a Westlake High School graduate who was one of 4 women among the 60 scientists in the control room during last week's launch. And then out in Georgetown ISD, they had a culinary graduate that helped create the food currently on board. Claire O'Shoney worked as a space food technician while she was studying food science at A&M. So
look at that. Look at Central Texas.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Way to go.
Look at that.
It's just adorable and fun and allows you to dream and think anybody could be an astronaut. Why not?
Yeah.
So I think it's fun.
I'm guessing the timing of when she finished school and started working. I wonder if she was around the time where we got to watch the Challenger in school. The Challenger, we watched the Challenger explosion at school.
Yikes.
During school.
Hey.
And I wonder if that had anything, you know what I mean? It definitely changed the way I view like space and NASA and astronaut. Like it has shaped the way I view all of that. If I'm right,
it seems like it. Yeah, with the timing of when she joined NASA.
Around the generation that just watched, you know, like a spaceship blow up while we were at school. So I wonder if that had anything to do with it. Yeah, fascinating.
I would guess so. Yeah, I mean, how would it not? You know,
this is the first crewed lunar flight in more than 50 years. It's estimated to cost more than $4 billion.
Holy
It comes at a price.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Experimentation, but I don't know. If I had a choice of using $4 billion for space or for a war, I'd probably pick space.
All day, every day.
Space as well.
And
what's $4 billion anyway?
What's $4 billion? And like you said, it comes at a time when AISD enrollment is at a 30-year low. And so I love hearing stories like this. Like we are turning out good quality students.
Yeah. Let's not forget that our teachers at AISD are killing it and inspiring young kiddos to be literal astronauts.
Literal.
Like,
yeah.
Maybe it's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, they're going deeper into space than anyone else. It kind of.
So seems like a worthy cause to do $4 billion of research, to do something that no one's done before. And it's not like we're doing the same thing where we're landing on the moon. You know, we're doing more. So.
Yeah, this is fascinating. It
is.
Yeah. Go us. Cranking out.
Go us.
Cranking out the future
Emily
in Austin.
Nelson.
Yeah, shout out to Emily Nelson.
That's amazing.
Hell yeah.
I hope they all get back home safely on the 10th and that everything goes as planned. As Emily planned.
Well, speaking of shout outs, we love hearing from you. It makes us feel like we're in conversation together. You know what I mean? Y'all know I say this a lot. I'm nosy. I want to know what y'all think. I said that when I was on the news the other day. I am nosy, and I want to know what you guys think. So first up, we got a text message recently about our Best Margaritas episode that said Nikki's praise did get us to Salty Sal to try their little Larry, which I did also enjoy. But I have to hand it to the frozen blood orange Marg Crown to Stargazer for trying something a little different. Yeah, Stargazer's frozen is top tier. You are correct.
Okay. Also, let me just tell you about the frozen margarita at Stargazer. I actually just had it during happy hour. It is $5.
Yeah.
You will be litty afterwards.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
Is that the blood orange one or is there a different
Sometimes
one?
they have an Aperol spritz and sometimes they have the blood orange margarita. Sometimes, and they also have a regular margarita on the rocks that's top tier too.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I had the blood orange one. It was really intense. I was like, what? I don't think I can drive.
The slush is just right. It's like that perfect kind of thick slush that I love. They also have a frozen Carajillo too.
Ooh.
What is that? What's a Carajillo? I don't know what that is.
It's like a coffee drink. It's like brandy or rum and then liqueur 43 or any kind of coffee spirit. You can also add espresso if you want, and it can be served hot or cold with a little cinnamon. It's like a Mexican espresso martini kind of.
Oh, yum.
It's the time for, we have a little bit of like a cooler weather situation happening this week, but don't worry, it'll be back to frozen
90
time.
degrees.
Yeah, it will be. So we love that. Thank you for texting us that. We also heard from y'all about our episode that we had a little while ago called A Hater's Guide to Austin, otherwise known as Where I'd Take You If I Hated You. And our first person said, great list of terrible Austin experiences, but all of you forgot a nasty shot bar on Dirty Six. And you should have also... Unnamed.
Just like one of those.
Yeah. And you should have also force your guests to find parking and pay for it without getting a $50 ticket. I would have taken them to Yama's, but only when the angry magician is performing. And I don't know what that is, but I want to know what that is. I need to see this angry magician immediately.
Have you seen the angry magician, Eva Ruth?
I have, and I feel like he is getting misrepresented with the angry part because I saw him and thought he was quite joyful, actually. Yama's Greek Kitchen and Bar, if you haven't been, it's a really great restaurant on the northwest side. And it's Mediterranean. It like has these beautiful hot pink bougainvilleas everywhere. It's like it's like blue and white architecture. Like it's
that,
very Mamma Mia themed. Okay. It's very Instagrammable. It's like got all the things, and including this magician. And he's the brother of the co-owner of the restaurant, and he performs live magic tricks, including card tricks. And he also has an act with the bird. I can't remember if he made the bird disappear or the bird appeared, but it was one or the other. And I thought it was quite entertaining and lively. I was there for a friend's birthday party, but I think that they like make the rounds with the magic tricks on the regular. It's not just for special birthday parties. So I would disagree with you on the the angry magician piece, my friend. I think they would love it.
I only want to go see the magician if he's angry. I don't, especially if there's
like a magician with personality. Yeah.
If there's a bird involved, first of all, ew. Second of all,
and food.
And a bird around my food, we're not doing that. But you're going to have to distract me from the bird by being a curmudgeon-y magician. That sounds amazing. Yeah. Like, look at this rabbit in my hat, bitch. Look. Like, I love that.
That could be a thing. Like, y'all aren't paying enough attention to me. Yeah. Watch me do my magic trick.
That's a whole shtick. Yes, I love it. Well, listen, we want to hear from you. Send us an email at austin.citycast.fm, or of course, leave us a voicemail or a text message, 512-200-2227. We cannot express enough how great this like, I'm sorry. I love this. I love hearing back from people. I love it.
Me too. It's great.
Whether you like what we're doing or don't like what we're doing, I like to talk about it. I like to hear it. So let us know.
Amen.
That's all I'm saying. Eva Ruth, Alyssa, thank you so much for being on for the TNR today. This is great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki. Bye.
Bye.
That's all for today here on CityCast Austin. If you enjoyed the show, tell your friend that you refuse to get into an autonomous vehicle with. Rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our CityCast Austin newsletter. And if you really, really love us and you want to be nosy with us and you support us and you want to let us know how you see Austin and what Austin is doing, become our neighbor. Go to membership.citycast.fm and we can get into all of it. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye, y'all.